Hello, so today I want to work on our camper. This is our brand new camper. It's a Wildwood FSX 179 DBK. When we got this camper, one of the things that my wife really liked about some other campers was the shoe garage. So when you go camping, you know, when we come in and out and we need to set our shoes somewhere, we need a place to put them. So some of the campers have what they call a shoe garage here or here that you can tuck your shoes in and they're out of the way. So I'm going to add one to this. I'll show you what it looks like in here. That's where we're going to add the shoe garage. Basically it's a little shoe closet. Inside here, this is our dinette. I've already pulled it apart, pulled the cushion off and the piece of wood that was there. And I'm basically going to cut this out and be able to slide our shoes underneath of this. So right now, to get to that, you have to pick up the cushions and the tabletop's in the way. So these are some of the tools I'm going to use here. I'm sure I'll need more things. Of course, measuring tape, pencil, some screws. These are 1 1/4" screws. A drill bit so I can pre-drill them. Some clamps, oscillating tool, drill, tape, square, impact, miter saw. Of course, a vacuum to clean up our mess. And I'll show you this. This here is factory paneling. I went to my local dealer that we bought the camper from, and they let me order a piece of trim that was factory to the camper. What I did was I measured a piece of trim that was in the camper and that I thought would work well to match everything, and that's what they went off of to cross-reference and find the piece that I needed. So it's 2 inches by 5/8 inches, and I'm going to trim out the shoe garage with it so it looks factory, and then I'm going to sandwich the pieces together. That's why I'm using a 1 1/4" screws. So that way I'm going to screw them from the back side so you don't see them and it doesn't poke out this side. Alright, we'll go ahead and get started. So after looking at it a little bit, I had to make some changes already. This is a support block for the chair. I had to pull that out for now. I'll end up putting it back, cutting them staples off and putting it back, because I'm going to make this the piece of wood that sandwiches the outside trim in. I had to get some longer screws, so I had to round up some 2-inch screws to go through this. So basically I'm going to cut out most of this section here. I'm going to leave this support here, probably leave this here. This is the rear corner of the chair. I am going to pull this out, so I'll have to cut it flush here and flush right there in the corner here. So first thing I'm going to do is let my camera helper take over. I'm going to mark this out here. This is 2 inches wide, so it's exactly what the trim is. So it's 12 inches tall in there. I think I'm going to go 10 inches out here. That way I have room to screw into it inside there. So we'll mark it here. And it was 17 1/4 over from the wall. What I'm doing here when I'm cutting this. Seems a little bit crazy to cut holes in my brand new camper, but you gotta make the wife happy, right? And it'll be a good upgrade. Watch setting that hot blade down on my nice little piece of paneling there. have to take that screw out. I had to get a square chuck and take it out. Still rolling along here. Got my pieces cut out. I'm starting to screw them in and everything. 45-degree mitered. So we'll go in there. Gotta pre-drill some holes and run these screws in. Everything look lined up here. Clamps are holding it fairly well. They're not the greatest of clamps. Alright, so that piece is on. Now it's time to put the top piece on. So before I do that, to keep me from drilling my hole out through all the front of the face of it, I like to measure it. The thickness here, 1.25 inches. So we'll run our drill bit out about 1 inch. Well, 1.25 inches is all it lets me do, so I just have to be careful. Right? Don't run it out the front. Leave about 1/4 inch. Let's make sure that's all lined up first. Actually, I can take this clamp off of here now. For now. Alright, that's all lined up. Coming together, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That part, I can take these off.
Are we done?
Nope, I gotta do this one still.
Okay.
But we're getting close. Looks good. What do you think?
It didn't look too.
Huh?
I tried to feel it to see if it
We're
was.
going to tighten this up
loose,
right here. Look,
but-
that's tight. That needs tightening right there. We need the screw there. Better measure it. And I'm going to have to get one more screw. I don't think I have another long screw. So let me go grab one. Go grab another screw. Okay, I figure I'll show you our finished product here. Bun's already put her shoes in there. I put this support back that I took out. And you can see what I did back here. And I'll show you. Okay, I put the cushions back on. And here's the front side there. What do you think? Think that'll work pretty good?
Yep.
Put your shoes in there. And I may build a partition in there eventually. We'll see how this goes. The only thing that didn't look factory to me was there was a screw hole there, so I may put a piece of silicone or something on there. I might be able to heat that linoleum up and fill that in. That's the only thing. Otherwise, I think it looks pretty good for a factory looking job. All right. Until the next one, we'll show you some more upgrades if we make some. Thanks.